Hello students, today I am going to explain the topic that is combination of resistances. Combination of resistances. Till now we did that resistance of a wire. Means in a wire the electrons used to collide with each other and that cause a hindrance in the flow of charges, which is called resistance. But here I want to tell you that all the appliances that we use at our home are also kind of resistances. So the resistances or the appliances in a circuit can be connected in two ways. One is in series and other one is in parallel. So one is series combination, other one is parallel combination of the resistances, and here the resistances will be the appliances. So firstly I want to tell you about the introduction, that what is parallel combination and what is series combination. Then I will proceed towards the mathematical part of the series and parallel combination. So I will start with parallel combination firstly, because we are familiar with parallel combination. The domestic wiring that we have at our houses is a perfect example of parallel combination. And the main characteristics of parallel combination are that firstly all the appliances have different switch. We know that at our houses all the appliances are operated by different switch. So second characteristic of parallel combination is that if one appliance stops working, then others continue to work. We know this thing, that at our houses if one appliance stops working, other continues to work, and this is also one of the important feature of parallel combination. Third thing is that all our appliances or all the resistances have same potential difference. Across them. We know that at our houses all appliances work at 220 volt, means all are having potential difference of 220 volt across them. So in parallel combination this is also important thing, that all the appliances have same potential difference, and in India all the appliances work at 220 volt. Then the next thing is that all our appliances get different value of current. For example, at our house an AC needs more current as compared to a fan, and an LED needs less current as compared to a bulb, filament bulb. So means according to their requirement they draw current. Current is not same for all the appliances, so that is why the different current is drawn by all the appliances in parallel combination. So these are important things that we have to keep in our mind if we are talking about parallel combination. Now if I talk about series combination, so series combination में क्या होगा? The points are opposite to that of parallel combination. Firstly, like in parallel combination all the appliances are having different switch, but in series combination all are operated by same switch. सबकी जो switch है वो same होगी. Secondly, in parallel combination it is the main fact that if one appliance stops working there is no effect on any other appliance at our house or in the circuit. But in series combination if one appliance stops working then others continue to work. जो दूसरे appliances हैं, they will continue to work because all are connected in series. If circuit gets broken by not functioning of any appliance, then others also continue stops working. In parallel combination, all appliances are having same potential difference, but in series combination, all appliances will have different potential difference across them. So the next feature is that all appliances are having different potential difference, and in parallel combination all get different current, but in series combination all get same amount of current. So if we are knowing about these features of series combination and parallel combination, then we can easily do mathematical part of the combination of resistances as well. So now I will start with the mathematical portion, and the main thing that we have to keep in our mind while doing the series and parallel combination are these 2 points. So if we know about these 2 points, then we can easily do derivation also. Like I'll start with the derivations of both. I am not erasing the last 2 points because they'll help us in derivation. So here I'll do for series combination. Here I'll do derivation for resistance, net resistance when the resistances are connected in series, and here I'll do derivation when number of resistances are connected in parallel. So what we have to do here, we have to find out that if number of resistance like 2, 3, 4 or n number of resistances are connected in series or in parallel, then what would be the result of their overall resistance? Will the resistance of the whole circuit increase or decrease? That is the thing that we have to do here. So in series combination, firstly I am drawing a circuit. For example, I am taking just 2 resistances. This is the symbol for resistances, and they are connected to some source. I am taking a battery. This is V, and in parallel combination the resistances are connected in parallel, and they are also connected to some source, and that is battery here. V is the potential difference across the battery. Let the resistances be R1 and R2, and here also R1 and R2. Now we will see these 2 points. In series combination, these are the points of series combination, sorry. In series combination, all the resistances are having different potential difference. So we'll keep these things in mind. So resistances are having different potential difference. So R1, if we connect voltmeter across R1, then it will measure potential difference and let it be V1. And we know whenever we connect voltmeter and we in circuit diagram, we have to show their terminals. And let across R2 the potential difference be V2. Okay, but in parallel combination potential difference is same. मतलब R1 and R2 के across जो potential difference होगा that will be same. So I am showing by 1 voltmeter. And the next thing is that in series combination, the current is same in the whole circuit. So let I be the current that is flowing in the circuit. And in parallel combination, all the appliances receive different amount of current according to their requirement. As I have told you that LED needs less current as compared to bulb. So the same thing we will follow here. Let I current be the that is flowing, and I1 current is received by R1 resistance, and I2 current received by R2. So in this way I current is flowing in the whole circuit. So this is how we make circuits. So by knowing these 2 points, we can easily make circuit diagrams also. Now mathematical portion is left, so I will continue with that. So while doing mathematics, while doing the derivation of the net resistance, what we have to keep in our mind, like for doing derivation, what you can do, the thing that divides, from where you can start the derivation. Like in series combination, this potential difference is divided between the resistances. Like here two resistances are there, so V is divided. But in parallel combination, V is same but current got divided, I1 plus I2. Now what we can do, we can use Ohm's law. Here we need the values of V, V1 and V2. Here we need the values of I, I1 and I2. I am considering these equations as 1. Here also I am considering this equation as 1. So now what will I do? I'll find the values of V, V1 and V2. So I'll apply Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. We know this thing. So V is the potential difference for the source, and I is the current flowing in the whole circuit, and R, let it be the resistance of whole circuit. V1 will be equal to IR1 and V2 will be equal to IR2. Now what is V1 and V2? V1 is potential difference across R1 and current flowing in this resistance is I. That is why V1 is equal to IR1, and V2 is potential difference across R2 resistor. So I have written V2 is equal to IR2. Now I'll put these values here. IRS is equal to IR1 plus IR2. Now see, this I is common in the whole equation. This I is common. So what I'll do in the next step, I'll take it out. They'll get balance R1 plus R2. So this is the net result for the equivalent resistance or net resistances. When the resistances are connected in series. Here now we need the values of I, I1 and I2. Again what I'll do, I'll use Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R, we know. So firstly I have applied it on the whole circuit. I is the current flowing in the whole circuit, V is the potential difference that is applied here, Rp is the resistance of whole circuit. Now I'll find the value of I1, V by R1. Now I1 is what? I1 is current flowing through this R1 resistor. Because potential difference is same, so I have written V and resistance is R1. Now I2 will be equal to V by R2. Now I'll put these values here. V by Rp is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. V is common here. Now I'll take it out. V 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now we will get cancel. Now we will get the final result for parallel combination of, it will be 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the result for equivalent resistance or net resistance when two resistances are connected in parallel. Now we can generalize the result also. Suppose we are having 3 resistances, so what we can do here, we can add 1 resistance here, R3. अगर यहाँ पे 3 resistances हैं, so we can add 1 upon R3 here. Similarly 4 हैं, so we can add R4. N resistors हैं, so it will continue like that. So Rn will be the last resistor. Similarly here we can go on adding, and lastly we'll get the result 1 upon Rn. So this is the net result if n resistances are connected in series. So this is the result for equivalent resistance that we get when n resistances are connected in series, and this is the result for equivalent resistances when number of resistances are connected in parallel. So now we are having 2 results. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2, so on, and one we are having Rp, 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, so on. Now I'll tell you that what these results tell us, means what is their physical significance, that I'll tell you. We are having two resistances, one R1 is 2 ohm and R2 is 4 ohm. When these resistances will be connected in series, their net result will be 2 plus 4, that is equal to 6 ohm. And when these resistances will be connected in parallel, by 4, so 1 by Rp is equal to 3 by 4, which means Rp is equal to 4 by 3, which means 1.3 ohm. Now see the result. When the resistances are connected in series, the overall resistance of the circuit increases. Overall resistance of the circuit increases, and it is more than the maximum resistance that we are having. Here the maximum resistance that we are having is 4 ohm, and when we found the overall resistance of the circuit when these two were connected in series, it was 6 ohm. That means the overall resistance is more than the maximum resistance. And when resistances are connected in parallel, the overall resistance is less than the minimum resistance. And we know resistance is inversely proportional to current according to Ohm's law. So in series combination, because overall resistance of the circuit increases, that is why current in the whole circuit decreases. But in parallel combination, because overall resistance of the circuit decreases, so current in the circuit increases. Because current increases, so all appliances get proper amount of current for their proper working. That is why parallel combination is more recommended. Because sometimes they ask us that why parallel combination is recommended. We know that there are some important features, like all appliances are having different switch, all keep on working if one stops working. But important, the main thing is this one, that overall resistance of the circuit decreases, which means current in the circuit increases. And if current increases, all appliances get proper amount of current so that they can work efficiently. Thank you very much.